Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. We're here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about opportunities with Progressive. We also have opportunities that kind of focus on data analysis. So we're going to be exploring different levels as a data analyst. There's a junior level, mid level, and so forth. Two of these opportunities will offer you free equipment to work from home. So you definitely do not want to miss this video. So if you have any questions for me, as usual, like I always say, please come back, leave a comment, let me know what your questions are. And in addition to that, if you're watching for the first time, please hit that subscribe button and join this amazing growing family. I also want to make sure that I remind you guys to ensure that you always have that notification bell turned on. It's very important. That's how you are informed real time whenever I post new job leads. We're going to dive right into the opportunities for today. The first one we're going to be starting off with is the Progressive role. This is a bilingual Spanish call center representative. For this position, your focus is going to be on accepting calls that come in from customers, making sure that you're helping them navigate any questions they have, and you're triaging questions as needed, really making sure that Spanish speakers are comfortable, that any questions they have are being answered, and there is no language barrier that way. Salary range for this role is between 2025 and 2150. I do want to call this out because they are saying that additional $1 hour if you are fluent in English and Spanish. So that's what they're saying. So this money can potentially grow by $1. So it could be about 21.25 or 22.50. So that's really what it would be. One of the things with Progressive is that they do provide you with equipment to work from home. And in addition to that, you are entitled to a gain share bonus of up to 8 to 16% for this position. They have that option too. 401k, they match up to 6%, which is not bad. So that is really what this role is. An additional 10% when you work evening or weekend hours. And I know that a lot of my subscribers have asked questions in the past about having evening shifts so that they can accommodate drop offs and everything else during the day and be able to work at night. So this position will sort of help accommodate that. So do want to call that out for folks that may be interested from that perspective. So that is this position. We're going to move on to the next position, which is with One Call. So One Call is looking for an engagement coordinator. This position I particularly like because of what you're going to be doing. You're going to be focusing on social media, creating content. You're also going to be focusing on communications within the organization. So this is really more of a role that is a communications coordinator. So if they are even asking for you to do like a write up so that they can review it before you are hired. So which means that writing is going to be the order of day with this one, writing speeches, giving speeches, and so forth. In addition to that, putting together a certain write up as well as documentation, creating content for their social media platform. All of that is very relevant with this position. So the salary range for this is 1904 to 2856 per hour. That is the range for this role. They are also providing you with pet insurance. There's a whole lot of benefits with this company. Tuition reimbursement is there. They also have 401k matching. They have 1,000 colleague referral program, 18 days of PTO plus 8 company holidays as well as 2 personal days. They also talk about what exactly they are going to be looking for. 1 year of experience is required for this role, 1 year of related experience. They talk about being able to be concise, compelling content, and so forth. So that's really it. They are asking for a writing sample. So really make sure that you have a sample you're going to be submitting. They also talk about experience using CRM. So if you have used a CRM in the past, which is a customer database, so definitely make sure you call that out on your resume because they do have it on here, even though it's a preferred requirements, is a preference, it's not really required, but it's still good to call it out on your resume, especially if you have it. All right, so that is the second position. We're going to move on to the next one, which is this one called partnership representative. This one is with Clark Associates. And with this position, it's a junior level position. And as a junior level position, you know what that means. She's more of an intermediate type of role. The individual for this role exemplifies leadership qualities and is passionate about improving our services, platform, processes, and motivating team members to accomplish goals and deliver our core focus of making business easier for our partners. So you're going to be providing strategic as well as innovative type of initiatives to help our customers continue to stay with the organization, provide relevant as well as important industry standards, making sure that the processes are the best, flow through, flow out, very easy to follow. CRM is also here as part of something you should have experience or you'll be managing and tracking. Experience, they are looking for a minimum of 1 year of relevant experience in business to business sales as well as supply chain. Systems, again, is listed here. Then 2 years of relevant sales experience is preferred, but not required or preferred. So that is it for this position. They do have other skill set listed here, but these are primarily soft skills with the exception of the Microsoft Office products, which is Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I have talked about these essential Microsoft tools to increase your productivity. I did do like the basic level in a video before, so definitely go ahead and check that out. So with this position, they also talking about business proficiency in English is required. So someone who speaks English and knows the business lingo is what they are calling out here. Then in addition to that, they also call out these states. So if you reside in any of these states, then you are eligible to apply. If you reside outside of these states, I would say do not apply because since they primarily list these states out, likely they will not consider people that do not reside in any of these states. So that is this position. The salary range for this one is between $50,000 to $65,000 per year. We're going to move on to the next one, which is this one titled Provider Network Specialist and Physician Health Enrollment. This is a fully remote position as well. As you can see, these are some of the packages they offer. They talk about insurance, they talk about incentive bonus per year, and so forth. This position is open until it's filled, so it's multiple positions they are looking for with this one. And they talk about different expectations. With this one, you're going to be providing internal as well as external support to different stakeholders. You're going to be researching and helping to provide any data related type of issues, especially with the regards to the provider area of the business, track and update audit provider data, research and identify any processing inaccuracies in provider data ingestion, and work with internal and external to resolve any type of issues. That's really what mostly this role is going to be about, really just doing a lot of research, managing different projects, and making sure any risks that are identified are resolved as quickly as possible. Education requirements, they are looking for a bachelor's degree in any of these health sector as well as public administration, 5 years of experience in community, business, or governmental program in healthcare is what they are looking for. Someone who also would be comfortable traveling occasionally. NC residency is required. So for this one, they're looking for North Carolina residency. So just keep that in mind as well. So master's is what is preferred, but it's not required. So even if you don't have that, it's very much okay. So that is this role. We're going to move on to the next position, which are the data analyst role. This one is also with Clark Associates, and this one is a data analyst position. And with this position, it is fully remote and it is full time. You are going to be doing a lot of data monitoring, making sure that the integrity of the data is good, making sure that any type of issues that arise with data are resolved, kind of making sure that different systems are producing data as they should, making sure that they are also providing accurate data. So that is very important. With this position, they are looking for minimum of 2 to 3 years experience. Educational experience in supply chain is a plus, but it's not required. And then they talk about working knowledge in Microsoft Office, Power BI, SQL, You do not need to be like an expert in it, but they do need you to have some knowledge in SQL, Tableau, Python as well. But those are all preferences. They are not asking that you must have them, which is why they are saying are a plus. Okay. And then they talk about competence in the data analysis process. With this position on here, you can see that they do also call out some states that they are currently accepting applications for, very similar to the other position. So that's this position. We're going to move on to the next role, which is right here. This is a junior data analyst position, and it is with IT chapter. So with this position, a little bit different from the first one we just shared with Clark. This one is a junior level. So it's more of an entry level data analyst role. The reason I felt this was a good position to share in this video again is because it's very, very rarely have I found data analyst roles that are junior level or that are entry level. So a lot of times they are standard roles and you do need to have the experience. But with this one, this is an entry level one. So they are only asking for you to have 1+ years of analysis experience, which means that can easily be you working another position and doing a bunch of data analysis and just including that on your resume. They also talk about basic SQL experience. If you notice, they continue to emphasize basics to all of these things because this is an entry level role. We also talk about basic understanding of database. Bachelor's degree is something that they call out to, bachelor's degree in IE or supply chain or related field. So those are what they call out in terms of experience and requirements. This position, one of the things to call out is that it's a 6 to 12 months contract opportunity with potential to extend or convert to direct hire. This role will be working remotely and you must be able to work Eastern time zone. So this is focusing primarily on Eastern time zone. So if you know you cannot work those hours, this may not be a good fit. They are looking for you to work Eastern time zone for this position. They also talk about VLOOKUPs, graphs, formula, pivot tables, and so forth. As I mentioned before, I have done videos on some of these, especially charts, graphs, formulas, pivot tables. Definitely go back and check out those videos. They might be beneficial. So, and they talk about SQL. So, SQL is a form of database. So, really, if you have basic understanding of those, you should be eligible to apply. So those are the positions, guys. I hope you find these leads helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. Till next time, I wish you guys all the very best of luck and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.